Yo, this is Richie Mack, the Travel OG. I want to give a special shout out to Dante from Dontaesboxingnation, letting me put y'all up on game here in Thailand. Check this out.
What up, y'all? It's your boy Sheik Luch, LOXD Block. Listen, I need to shout out my homie Richie Mack, man, out there in Thailand. Yo, the bikini babes of the week. Richie Mack, you the Travel OG, king.
Sheik Luch tapping in. We got to get the lots for the golf tournament we having in Thailand. Pattaya City, to be exact.
Watching Dontaesboxingnation.
Are you not saying hi to me? What? You make videoเหรอ?
Promoting the shop. I'm promoting the shop. Now I'm gonna have to find a new name. I was about to say Best Massage, but Alan said we can't use that name. Over here with my boy Ron, we getting a massage. Oh, is that right? What, that's y'all hanging out right there? Hi, Jane. There go Jane right there. Oh, okay, okay. Oh, that's her right there. Okay, okay. We got Bean, we got Aaron, and that's Jane right there. Say what's up to America, y'all.
Kind of missing.
oh, you had a beast.
Yeah.
Dontaesboxingnation, what's going on, guys? So that clip I just showed you, that's the new massage shop that I just bought. Once again, like I just said in the clip, we're trying to find a new name. I wanted to use the name The Best Massage Shop, and like I told you, that name apparently has been taken. So now I'm thinking about maybe The Best Massage Shop in Pattaya. So listen, guys, I want you to help me out with a nice, cool, creative name for a massage spot. If I use the name you guys pick, when you guys come out here, I'll give you a free room to stay in at my hotel and a free 1-hour massage at my shop. Right now, the name of my shop is UK Pattaya 2. As you see the sign right here, that was the previous name. But by the beginning of the year, I'll have the new name up and the new sign up. And by the way, just in case you guys didn't know, this right here is my hotel and sports bar. The hotel is still up and running. We haven't started the sports bar yet because they keep shutting everything down out here due to the pandemic. They're supposed to open everything up by the beginning of the year, but a lot of people are protesting to get them to open up things even earlier. But when they do, the sports bar will be open and cracking. The name of the bar is The Main Event. So when you're looking for directions, just go ahead and Google it. With that being said, let's go ahead and get into the news.
Hey, you are a horrible fighter, man. You never gonna get a fight, man. You are a horrible fighter. Horrible fighter. Horrible fighter.
Boy, oh boy, Canelo's list of horrible fighters just keeps getting bigger and bigger, huh? Dontaesboxingnation, what's going on, guys? So after Canelo Payday Alvarez, Canelo, aka the European Assassin, completely obliterated his competition at 168, beating all of the European/white fighters, he's now being pressed to fight real competition, not just by new media, but now even the boxing world, his peers, other professional boxers and trainers and boxing experts, they're starting to come out and tell Canelo to stop cherry picking, fight Charlo, fight Beterbiev, fight Bivol, fight David Benavidez, your mandatory at 168, the real champion, the lineal champion at 168. Everyone is starting to demand it. And now Canelo is starting to hear people talk about this. He's starting to feel the pressure. But you know what Canelo just said in response to the pressure? He just said, I can fight whoever I want. Because of his accomplishments at 168 of unifying all of the belts, he says now he can fight whoever he wants. So he's telling the boxing world, he's telling the fans, I don't care what fights you guys want to see. I'm going to take the fights that I want to take. I'm going to take the fights that guarantee me a win. Why should I take a chance of losing in the ring to a dangerous opponent just to impress a bunch of fans that I don't care about? This is exactly what Canelo Alvarez just said. This man Canelo said he's going to fight for another 7 years, and here he is saying, I can fight whoever I want. Well, first of all, Canelo always had options to fight whoever he wants, and he's always chose to fight the weakest opposition. That is a fact, right? This is the reason why Canelo is not even top 5 pound for pound, one of the best fighters in the world. Because if other fighters like Demetrius Andrade, Charlo, Terrence Crawford, if they had all of the options that Canelo Alvarez has, meaning they could actually fight whoever they want, like fighters couldn't turn them down, right? All they had to do is point at that guy, and that's who they're fighting next. This is the power that Canelo Alvarez has, because all of these weak champions that he keeps picking, they have everything to gain and nothing to lose. He just paid after saying that Andrade wants a payday when Andrade was offering. Did you guys know that Canelo turned down $40 million to fight Demetrius Andrade, which at the time would have been Canelo's highest payday? You know, Canelo, he turned it down. But he was willing to pay Caleb Plant $10 million. He paid Caleb Smith $6 million. He paid Billy Joe Saunders $8 million, and then he paid Caleb Plant $10 million, right? So you can never try to say, oh, it's just about the money, man. It's just about the money. It's all about business. If it's about business, you're talking about the ducking business. You're talking about staying alive business, okay? Because Canelo would have made way more money. Canelo would be worth more. If Canelo would have beat, let's just say if he had the skill to beat the Charlo brothers, I'm talking about years ago, and then he beats Andrade, Canelo would be worth more money than he is today. That is a fact. But getting back to my original point, once again, remember, Canelo is the only fighters like Canelo and maybe a Gennady Golovkin. These are fighters that have options to fight whoever they want. That's rare in the sport of boxing, especially if you're a very dangerous fighter on the coincidental list, right? Now, just imagine if Terrence Crawford or Demetrius Andrade had all of the options that Canelo or Gennady Golovkin has. Do you know how Terrence Crawford's resume would look by now? Terrence Crawford would have Danny Garcia, Errol Spence, Keith Thurman. He would have already had Porter on his resume if he could fight whoever he wanted to. Demetrius Andrade would have Gennady Golovkin. He would have Jaime Munguia, and he would have Canelo Alvarez and Charlo on his resume if he could get the guys that he wanted in the ring. Meanwhile, once again, Canelo is the only fighter that has all of those options, and he chose not to fight any of those dangerous guys. Man, you're supposed to say, I can fight whoever I want after you just won the fight of the century, after you just beat the guy that everyone has been asking you to fight. Everyone has been daring you to fight. Everyone said, this guy is going to beat you. You're ducking this guy, right? Then you could get a little bit of a pass by saying, let me take a break and fight a little cherry pick in between tough fights, right? It would be more justifiable in that situation. Or if you were in your late 30s, like Floyd Mayweather was after he won the fight of the century against Manny Pacquiao. Do you know Floyd Mayweather's weakest opponent he ever fought, which was Andre Berto, is 5 times better than Makabu? Like the majority of Floyd Mayweather's opponents, Andre Berto was coming off of one of his biggest wins of his career. And in no means am I trying to say Andre Berto was a great opponent. What I'm saying to you is this is the guy that Floyd Mayweather chose to fight as his farewell fight at age 38. Okay? So once again, you can't compare what Floyd Mayweather did at 38 to what Canelo is doing today, because when Floyd Mayweather, was 31, which is what Canelo is today, Floyd Mayweather was fighting everyone on the pound for pound list. I'm gonna keep saying this. That is equivalent to fighting a Josh Taylor, an Errol Spence, a Terrence Crawford, an Alexander Usyk Anybody that's on that pound for pound list, those are the type of fighters that Floyd Mayweather was beating when he was Canelo's exact age today. Listen, guys, I got to cut this video short because I got to take care of some business right now. But at the end of the day, Canelo has made it very clear that he does not care what the fans want. You know how you often hear fighters say things like, I just want to give the fans the fights they want to see. Well, Canelo is telling you he's not that type of fighter because he doesn't have the confidence to try to give fans the fights that they want to see. I'll keep telling you guys, the only thing that Canelo Alvarez learned from that Floyd Mayweather loss is to never fight an undefeated black prime fighter again. It's still MBF all day for Canelo Alvarez. Don't get fooled by this illusion of him moving up to cruiserweight to fight some African guy that we never even heard of. Now you're seeing Mexicans in the comment section, and I'm only talking about the racist ones, obviously, but they're sitting over here in the comment section saying, see, you said he wouldn't fight any black guys. Now he's fighting a pinchy African, so now what you gotta say? To all of you guys that said this, are you telling me that if Floyd Mayweather never fought the best Mexican fighters available, let's say he never fought Canelo, let's just say hypothetically, Canelo, Manny Pacquiao, Shane Mosley were all in the same division as Floyd Mayweather, and instead of Floyd Mayweather fighting any of those guys, he decided to move up 3 weight classes and fight some Mexican guy or some African guy that we had never heard of before that had been knocked out twice already. Would you Mexicans be sitting over here saying, see, that's why Floyd Mayweather is the greatest. Look at how he moved up all those weight classes. We know you wouldn't say that, right? Because you didn't even say that when Floyd Mayweather moved up 5 weight classes and every single opponent that Floyd Mayweather faced was 15 to 20 pounds bigger than him. In fact, when Floyd Mayweather beat the hell out of Canelo Alvarez in one of his easiest fights, instead of you making excuses for the smaller, much smaller, older Floyd Mayweather, you make excuses for the young, hungry lion. Canelo Alvarez is a joke, and you Canelo Alvarez fans trying to defend him should be embarrassed. That's all I got for now, and I'm on to the next one. But this conversation ain't gonna end because I got a whole lot more to say. I just gotta end this video a little early. And once again, it's coming real soon. The live show is coming back. And what's driving me to do the live show is because I can't wait to get you Canelo Alvarez fans on the show to call in live if you dare. Let me tell y'all, man, for those of you guys who don't know, man, when we used to do the live show, and when I say we, I'm talking about myself, New Media, I used to beg these Canelo Alvarez fans to call in. They would fill up the comment section, but 99% of them would not call in because they know that when they're talking to me directly, they cannot deflect, they cannot troll. Now you have to face the truth. You can't just make stuff up when someone is hitting you with facts. And when we get this show back cracking, we are waiting for y'all to call in, okay? The truth is kryptonite to racism and ignorance. That's why they don't call in. When they see me going live, they look at me like vampires look at daylight. They stay far away from it. They know all this stuff is true. They just want to hear somebody say things that makes them feel better because it's therapeutic. We know what time it is. Live show is coming back real soon. That's all I got for now, guys. I'm on to the next one. All right, now check this out, guys. If you're looking to repair eczema scars, burns and bruises, dark spots and blemishes, then this right here is the perfect product for you guys. It's called LO Key Face and Body Oil. Athletes and top-ranking boxers, they're also using it after training to reduce swelling, inflammation, and to ease the pain. So get yours today. Go to lodekey.com, like them on Facebook, and follow them on Instagram. Fellas, I've got some great news for you. If you've lost your hair or have a receding hairline, the time has come when you can finally get your hairline back through a process called scalp micropigmentation. So here's how it works. It's a hair tattoo that replicates the look of your hair follicles when you have fully shaved it down. So to get this hookup, make sure you follow and contact my man ScalpCarolinas on Instagram. Contact them at 704-499-3471 and make sure you follow them on Instagram.